everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And thank you for joining us again for yet another episode of 4th and 62. Believe it or not, this is our 10th. We've hit double digits. And Bob told me yesterday the good news that we've been syndicated.
Yeah.
Like Seinfeld and All in the Family. We've been syndicated, which means that if you multiply our contracts times 0, it doesn't matter, it's still 0.
That's true.
But
And we're
it's
not going to be
unbelievable.
on ESPN either.
Yeah.
But it's unbelievable that we're still here. So
I'm here.
thank you. Well, I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting to that. So once again, you're going to kick me in the shin again? Is that what you
It's
said?
coming.
Okay. With me today, as always, the coach, Bob Pariseau, with his John Hanna shirt, and live in studio, live in the flesh, he's right here, Cousin Stephen from his Palatial Estate in beautiful, it's okay, his
Cheers.
Palatial Estate near Westerly, Rhode Island. Thank you very much.
This time, by the way, it was a private jet that got me here.
Private
But thank
jet.
You, thank you very much. Yeah.
Wow.
But-
Right.
Where did it land? Is that the one that landed on the ball field out there?
Yes, as a matter
Oh
of
my
fact.
God! Wow, that's unbelievable.
Rumor has it, though, he has to be out of the state by midnight because his visa runs out.
No, it's only days, no nights.
Right.
It's only days.
Don't worry, I'll leave. It's okay.
All right. So I figured we would lead off today with some talk of the Bruins, as Jim Montgomery hangs on by his fingernails. And I think what do we got there? There he is. Oh, Tara Sullivan's article from the Globe yesterday. And, 8-7-1 start, after the last 2 seasons. I mean, last year, I don't think they lost 3 games until January or something crazy. But this year, they look horrible against, against the Flames. They had no shots on goal at home in the third period, which is mind-boggling.
Wow.
No shots on goal, 0.
So Swayman, as it says up there, shouldn't take all the heat.
No,
Oh, it's not his fault. No.
I mean, if you have no shots on
My
goal.
question is, are the players not responding to Montgomery anymore?
Well-
or is there something going else wrong? And I would propose that their creativity is gone. I don't know what they're doing. They don't seem to have an idea. They don't skate around. Like if you watch other teams on a power play, they're always moving. Bruins just don't seem to be creative at all. Nothing's happening.
no, and to your point, it's like dead. It's like I sent a text to a friend of mine, and I wrote flatline, because that's what it's like. They're flatlined. They're done. There's no pulse. There's no energy.
Now, do they have old legs like Pasta, Marchand?
Well, Marchand, yeah, Pasta, he's young.
Marchand, yes. Pasta, no.
Yeah. I wonder also if, they signed a few players from not on the team to a lot of money. And I'm wondering if the other guys feel a little resentment
Well,
to a couple guys or 3 guys getting a lot of money
they could.
to bring them in.
Now, the big money guys obviously aren't producing,
And they're not.
right?
No one's producing.
Yeah, nobody's producing.
Nobody's producing, and that's the problem. And you watch them now, and it's the old sports predicament that happens when every team goes bad. You can't fire 20 players,
Right.
Yeah.
but you can fire one coach.
And frequently when you replace a hockey coach, the team improves for some reason. It happens.
So I asked a friend of mine who knows this stuff, and I said, well, who else is out there? They're going to bring up the kid, they're going to bring up the kid from excuse me.
You're okay. You're okay right now.
He's foaming at the mouth.
I get excited about
He's
the
all
Bruins.
excited.
Yeah.
They're going to bring up the kid from Providence? No. So I asked my friend, I said, what are they going to do? He says, well, Joel Quenneville's out there. But didn't Joel Quenneville have some sketchy stuff go on? And what his last was with the Blackhawks, I think? I don't even remember.
I don't remember either, but you're right about that.
He had some, like,
He had to leave.
yeah, he had to leave abruptly.
He had to get out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Steven tonight at midnight, you know?
Nothing sketchy about that, though.
That's what you think. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the answer. You know, I'll be honest with you. Last night they were down 2-0 to the Blues, and I turned it off. I didn't bother watching the third period.
Yeah, well,
to
you-
their credit, they scored 3 goals.
You missed a good period.
I know.
They played.
I know. Yeah, like it's all of a sudden something turned on their motor, or something.
But I think if they had lost, Montgomery
would
would
be
be gone.
Would be gone.
So it's just a matter of time. If they don't get hot, I think they have to do something.
Yeah.
The expectation is just too high.
It's, you know what, and it's frustrating to watch them. It's not a good product.
Their penalty killing isn't very good either. Like, what's going on? It was always
Well-
one of their strengths.
Go ahead. Oh,
We have to move on to the Celtics.
okay. All right. All right. Bob is telling me we have to move on to the
Okay.
Celtics, but I'll finish my thought.
Okay.
The penalty killing is bad because they've been getting so many penalties.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting whistled for 5 or 6 a period. It's crazy. And that goes back to coaching. That goes back to coaching. You know, a guy uses a stick and hooks another guy, that's not coaching.
But the coaching is the same as it's been the past few years. So
No, I know.
But that could be a sign of tired legs, because in other sports, football coming up, you know, if they try to play defense with their hands, they get called for penalties. You got to play defense with your feet.
Right.
Same with any sport.
No, you're right.
Yeah, they don't seem properly motivated.
Okay. Well, hopefully that third period the other night against St. Louis, hopefully that sparks something new here.
Does anybody want to talk about the Celtics?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think we'll talk about
Just a little
Celtics.
bit. I really want to get to the Patriots.
Okay. Well,
Let's pause the
we will.
Celtics.
Yeah, we could go through them quickly. They get along.
So the Celtics currently 10-3. They came back and they beat Milwaukee. They lost to Golden State at home, which I was a little disappointed at that.
It happens.
But
Stefan.
then they
Stefan went
lost
nuts.
to Atlanta at home in the first game of the in-season Emirates tournament.
How about that court? Do we like the court?
No.
No?
No.
I like the parquet. Did you see the fake parquet painted on the court? Did you
Yes.
notice that?
Yes.
It looked like a pinstripe suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, Atlanta just out-hustled them, outplayed them the whole game. And then it's like the Bruins in the third period. They woke up against Brooklyn and they blew the Nets out of the gym. You know, they won by 25 points. So I don't know what they have there. I don't know if, you know, Tatum, obviously, they said he said he worked on his jump shot. Definitely looks better. Jaylen Brown still can't hit a free throw for his life. If he hit his free throws the other night, they
It takes
would've
enough
won
time.
against Atlanta. Yeah, I know. Takes like an hour.
I mean, I like the bit players. I like White.
Oh, he's great.
Oh, he's great. He's awesome.
great.
And the other
I don't
kid-
think he's just a bit player. Peyton Pritchard, you're gonna.
Yeah, that comes off the bench.
I don't think we've got to worry about the Celtics. They're going to be there in the end.
Yeah, I
They're
think
a
so
great
too.
team.
I think so too.
And when
So-
Porzingis comes back,
Well, yeah, and when Porzingis comes
Yeah.
back, I think their points in the paint will go up. Their defense will get better. You know, I hope. You know, I wish they didn't lose to Golden State. Atlanta, they would do to stink out the joint, and they did. But I wish they didn't lose to Golden State. Okay, so we've talked about the Bruins, we talked about the Celtics. You want to get to the Patriots?
well, we got the hot stove.
Yeah,
Red Sox
so the
hot
Red
stove
Sox.
is cold.
So what I had just said before before we went live here was they weren't going to pay Mookie Betts $300 million, but now they're in the running supposedly for Juan Soto for $600 million. That's like ass backwards.
So we can agree we're not going to fall for that again, right? They're not.
No.
They put it in the paper, yeah, we're interested. Well, I'm interested in having him for dinner, but he's not coming over. So,
Or we could buy the Zachem Bridge, that's for sale.
yeah, there you go. That's right. I like that. It's a nice bridge.
It is very nice,
For $300 million?
especially when they light it up.
For $600 million.
600 million,
Right.
right.
Okay. You know what? Poor Craig Breslow, now this year they decide, okay, we're back in. Well, you had 3 years of nothing, and now they're back in. Put your money where your mouth is.
Right, right.
Which
Talk is cheap.
scares me about Juan Soto.
No.
Because he's a great hitter, great player, but I would have rather had Mookie Betts.
Yes,
Yes, of course.
No question.
Of course.
Yeah.
But we have some bats. They go cold every once in a while, like every team does. We don't have anybody to throw the ball.
Right.
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 You got to have somebody throw the ball.
Right.
Get a big name pitcher.
Right. If
So-
you're going to spend $600 million or whatever the number is, you'd rather have 2 or 3 $300 million pitchers.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right, and don't go back.
That's not happening either, but
Don't
anyway.
go back to the Red Sox of old. Where you
No.
pay a big name that's washed up.
Yeah.
And then it's, he could give us a game. Yeah. Anyhow,
So you missed Dick Stewart.
I always, who I think of? I think of when they signed Bob Watson.
Bob Watson.
Remember Bob
He was
Watson?
Great hitter.
Came from the Astros?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was like 40 years old.
Yeah.
It was like Bob Watson was 10 years before they signed Bob Watson.
Right.
He was a great hitter. Couldn't do anything else,
No.
but he was a great hitter. So, Bob,
yes,
I think it's time we talk about the Patriots.
thank you.
You're welcome. Why don't you lead us off?
That
Nice
was-
shirt, by the way.
Thank you. I got to give my usual pitch.
I'm wearing a Patriot shirt too, but I haven't made the team yet.
The best lineman to ever play the game.
And
Yes.
I told you,
Sorry.
none of us will argue that.
Right.
That's great. And we have
Who was the tackle he played next to?
Leon Gray.
Leon
Yes,
Gray.
thank you.
Yes,
Thank
it's the only thing I know. That's why I asked.
they're both on the right track. Okay, we have
Thank you.
headlines again
Oh, more headlines.
by Mr. Curmudgeon, Dan Shaughnessy,
Mr. Crumutch.
and Chad Finn, who is the cheerleader for the team.
Yep.
They both agree that
We have our quarterback.
Drake May is the man.
Okay, you don't need those two guys to let us know we got the quarterback. Just go to watch him. That guy's.
Oh, yeah. He can play.
If he doesn't get hurt, if he learns how to slide, please, God, teach him how to slide.
Yeah, yeah. Now also, I didn't think I'd ever say this season, but the offensive line against the Bears didn't look bad.
No.
Yeah, how could that happen?
Well, maybe the Bears are that bad. Who knows? But they gave the other thing, we've talked about this before, May gets rid of the ball.
Yeah.
And if he can't, he runs.
Yes.
That, much to our chagrin. Right?
Well, we love when he runs. We just want him to slide.
Yeah, yeah. So I think he's the guy.
He's the guy. He's
Now,
awesome.
Question is, there's one thing on the thing over there, or not there. Anyhow, do we play for the win or do we play for the draft?
I think now you play for the win
We-
because you got 3 wins.
I think he played for the draft.
Oh,
And that's your prediction.
well,
So you
3
don't want
wins.
you don't want any more wins
No, I do.
because you're going to win the $10,000 prize we all put up.
Oh, jeez. I didn't
Oh,
know.
really? I didn't
Yeah,
know that either.
It's like the limo.
Can I change my prediction?
No, only Beth gets to change her.
Okay, right.
So anyhow, that's another question. A lot of people are saying, we need some linemen. I told somebody, we were texting back and forth the last game, I think we should have the whole draft, however many picks you got, offensive or defensive linemen. Nobody under 300 pounds.
You know what?
Pretty much.
At least now, and correct me if I'm wrong, you want to watch the Patriots now.
Yes.
I didn't want to watch them with Jacoby Ellsbury.
Right.
Jacoby Brissett, sorry.
Wrong sport.
Wrong sport. I know. Now with Drake May, and especially now, and did you guys read or hear that he addressed the team,
Yes.
which I thought was unbelievable. The kid's 22 years old.
Yep. And,
He's
and-
addressing the team.
and he asked permission, and everybody loves him. At least that's what you read in the paper.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
What
it's
you- yep.
it's exciting. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's always the most fun when your team is lousy, and then as it gets better, that's the fun time.
Right.
As a fan.
And you see this kid playing, and he's playing out of his mind.
Right.
But to go back to the question,
Yeah.
I really think strategically you should be losing. You should be getting a higher draft choice, and then if I was the GM of the Patriots, I would take that high draft choice and trade down for multiple picks and do what you say, get a bunch of linemen, offensive and defensive linemen. And that will improve the team the quickest,
All right, I'm going to throw another curve at you,
okay?
okay? The kid from Colorado, Travis Hunter,
Oh, the two-way player?
two-way player.
Yep.
He can catch, and he plays great defensive back. He's Shakur gets all of the press because his father's the coach.
Yep.
He's a decent quarterback, no question. He's good. But this kid, Hunter, he could make the difference on somebody. We need him, but we need linemen more.
Yeah.
You know,
Are you really going to play a guy both sides of the ball and risk injury like that?
I don't
Probably
think
not.
so.
Right?
And he returns kicks too.
Yeah.
The kid,
I think
kid can do it all.
Yeah.
I think he'll be a wide receiver in the pros. That's my opinion.
Yeah, because he's got real good
Yeah.
speed, good hands.
Yeah.
Speaking of good hands,
Yes.
Jalen Polk caught a pass.
Polk,
Hey,
caught a
we
pass.
could have caught that pass. let's
touchdown
face it.
pass.
I don't know why they're giving him so much credit for that. He blocked into the line, and he went out, and the guy didn't follow him, and he was wide open. Caught the
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah, but he caught it.
He caught it, yes. That
He
was good.
caught it. He
Hey.
put two hands.
Yes, you were
and he
nervous,
caught it.
right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
nervous.
It was kind of off to the side, a little over his head. We've seen him throw the sideline, hits him in the face mask, and he drops it.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to just correct myself there, because sometimes even a simple catch like that can build some confidence in a
Right,
guy, right?
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't a bobble. I mean, it's boom, stuck right there.
The bar's pretty low, because he is a wide receiver.
But how many catches does he have this year versus drops? I bet
He
he's
has
got
more
I
drops.
bet he's
about-
got
yeah, I
more
was gonna
drops.
He has more drops.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was his second touchdown,
I believe so.
right?
Yeah.
Plus, not to pick on him, but can he get open?
Well,
know?
I mean,
He did on that play.
He did on that play, but that was
Right.
different. That was a trick play.
yeah. Now we say, well, they were the Jets. Now we got to say they're the Bears.
They were the Bears.
Did you see the faces of the Bears fans at the end of the game? They looked like this
Oh, they
can't
looked
really
horrible.
be happening to
Yeah,
us.
right.
They had
God
they had expectations,
Oh, they
well,
absolutely. Of course they did.
and it just went right in the toilet.
Of course they did, because
Terrible.
they had the number one draft pick.
Yeah.
Right.
And the number one draft pick was outplayed by the number three draft
Right.
pick.
And I agree with Chad Finn on this one definitely, that the Chicago Bears fans would trade ours for theirs
Right now.
All right,
Absolutely.
and
No.
The Patriots and the Bears.
And we wouldn't
fan,
do it. We wouldn't make that trade.
I hope not.
You wouldn't trade for the kid from the Commanders?
Well, that's a good one.
See?
Okay.
He's a number 2 guy. But that just goes to show you, the draft is a crapshoot.
Yes.
The kid from Williams, he comes all the hype, all the publicity. He wins or gets the starting job. Prevailing thought is you can't start a rookie. I mean, the game is much, much faster. The players are bigger and better. Plus, they know all the tricks.
But I'm going to go back to the same thing we said about Drake May, or any quarterback, is that if you don't have an offensive line, your ability, you have no idea if the guy's any good or not.
Right.
Right.
The Bears don't have an offensive
Exactly.
line. So Williams, we really don't know how good or bad he's going to be.
Right.
What did they sack him, 9 times?
9
Yeah.
times.
No, right.
Crazy.
And then Finn says, Williams doesn't have any feet. He couldn't avoid the rush. There were some times when he was dropping back, the Patriots were running right behind him.
We're right next to him.
Right.
As soon as he turned around, boom.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, come on.
yeah.
Anyhow,
Well, and I saw it today. Actually, I saw it just before you got up here via private jet.
Right. Thanks, Pete. Yeah.
Was Christian Barmore is practicing.
Ooh.
So all of a sudden, you know, I mean, they're not going to the Super Bowl.
No.
yeah, but blood clots are nothing to fool with.
Oh no,
No,
but
no, well, not gonna.
but obviously, if he's back practicing,
Yeah,
the doctor said go ahead.
yeah.
You know, I imagine it's going to take him a couple of weeks to get ready, but all of a sudden he comes back.
It'd be nice.
May is you know, like you said, he's got to learn how to slide. Because he's going to get his bell rung again. And even when he slides, it's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Now, here's another question. The defense played pretty good against the Bears,
Yes.
right? But they got rid of Uche. They got rid of Raekwon McMillan. Why? Are they locker room cancers?
well, my opinion, for what that and a dollar gets us all nothing, is I think Uche, there was something wrong in the clubhouse with that kid. There was something
Yeah,
wrong.
could be.
Raekwon McMillan, I just think, you know, there were too many plays where he was 3 steps behind, you know, or 2 steps behind.
I mean that's good. You know, the old story about Bill Parcells when he took over, he'd get the best player, the biggest name player on the team he's coming into and fire him. And then everybody got everybody's attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now he was strategic. Usually the biggest name was the oldest dinosaur.
Right.
So, you know,
Right.
He knew what he was doing.
He could afford to lose him.
doing.
Yeah.
And Mayo asserting himself a little bit, and you'll get a kick out of this, and you too. You hear May's press conference praising
Well,
AVP.
the coach. Oh, right.
Says he can't ask for a better offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And I know that texting back and forth sometimes gets a little salty with you two guys.
I've never said a bad thing about him. That's the truth.
That might be me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were ready to trade him for
I
a
had
bag
to
of
look
footballs.
up AVP, actually. I didn't even know what John was talking about.
Oh.
Come on. You know, it was, I'll tell you what, I think Drake May casts a whole different shadow over this whole team.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and when he asked the coach permission, can I address the team? I couldn't imagine Gerard Mayo's reaction to that question. You want to do what?
Right.
You want to, sure, you know, Gerard Mayo, sure. And he's like, oh my God, watch this. And the kid pulls it off.
Yeah.
And everybody respected him, and it's like, whoa.
Well, the kid is wise beyond his years.
Yeah.
He can play. No
Yeah,
question.
right.
Nice kid, personable. You know,
I mean, we're not going to give him the Super Bowl MVP trophy yet. But, you know, when the Patriots decided to draft a quarterback and they knew it was going to be Drake May, you had to hope they knew what they were
Right.
doing.
Yeah.
Because they could have traded down for a whole bunch of players and improved the team. But when you get a chance for a franchise quarterback, and it looks like they got him, looks like they made the right decision.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, Sunday, I was looking forward to getting home and watching that game.
Yeah.
Not because it was the Bears, not because I knew the Bears injury list is like a mile long, but because of Drake May.
Right.
well, yeah, the firings have started in Chicago, so the offensive
Oh yeah, the offense
coordinator's
coordinator's
gone,
gone.
Oh, is that right?
and,
Yeah.
and the head coach is on thin ice.
Yeah.
But that's going to be another detriment to Williams.
Yeah.
He's going to be on his at least second coordinator. And if you count how many coordinators he had when he was at SC, you know, you got to have some consistency. As bad as you think AVP is, you know, he's consistent with May. He's got a rapport with May, just like Charlie Weiss had a rapport with Brady.
Yeah.
You know, was Weiss the best offensive coordinator in the history of football? Well, he was doing a historic player, so yeah, he looked like a genius. But when he went to Notre Dame,
Yeah.
Not so good.
Boom.
he tripped over his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep. I think that I'm repeating myself. They're making it fun again. It's interesting to watch. You know, it's not like Super Bowls from when Brady was here, but at least now they're in the game.
yeah,
Right.
exactly, exactly. Now, who we got coming up?
Rams, I think.
Rams this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Rams are no great shakes.
No.
Got a shot.
I get a shot.
Now you kind of feel like you have a shot.
Right.
You know, you might lose, but you might lose
could-
by
they
a
could
last
lo-
minute field goal. Or
They could
something.
lose 40-10 also.
Well, that's true. That's true. Any given day.
Right.
I think we should sing "Happy Birthday" to Oz.
I think we should sing.
I don't want to sing
Do
anything.
we have to sing?
Well, we can just say "Happy Birthday, Oz."
Happy birthday, Oz.
Hey, Oz, happy birthday
Hey,
up there.
chime in there, Oz. Chime in there. Hey, happy birthday. He's our boss. He pays our checks.
He pays our check. Jeez, I haven't gotten one. Hold on. Hey, Oz, this is for you.
I got one.
That's right. You got your, yeah.
Okay, so on that note,
Yes.
we will end our 10th episode of, or 9th, depending on which goes first.
We're in double digits.
Yeah.
But we made it. Don't forget, we're syndicated around the state. So call your friends at other cable outlets.
Look for us out in Great Barrington.
Yes, and don't forget about Athol.
Athol. Yep.
Yep. And we have no studio audience today, but we'll have one again next time we're here. And thank you very much. I'd like to thank Stephen for traveling all the way up
My pleasure.
via
You
Learjet.
got great digs here.
I'd like to thank Coach Bob, as usual. Thank Peter and Pete up in the control room there. And that's it from 4th and 62. Thank you very much.
Hey, you know that Dancing with the Stars had the 500th episode? We got our 10th. We're coming.
Yeah, we're right behind
coming.
them.